It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. So this morning we're going to start with the water and weather, and then after we'll have some news. So Mary's going to start with the weather. So Mary, go ahead and take it away, man.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
All right, good morning, everybody. Today in Blairsville, it's 39 degrees and cloudy. We're looking at a high of 45 today with areas of fog early and then partly cloudy this afternoon. Tonight, 29 degrees, clear skies. There will be areas of patchy fog. Winds will be light and variable today and tonight. On Blood Mountain today, 41 degrees is the high, mostly cloudy. And then tonight, 33 degrees, mostly clear. Winds are going to be 5 miles per hour. It's that time of year where we need to keep certain water filters warm, so sleep with them at night and carry them next to your body during the day. All right, water for the most part is decent on the trail. Make sure you top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter, Lance Creek, Slaughter Creek. At Slaughter, you do have to walk down to .6, but you will get water there. And Neil Gap. Neil Gap to Hog Pen is dry, but if you carry enough out of Neil, you'll be fine. And then Hog Pen Gap does have water. You just have to follow the blue blaze down to the very last one. You'll find some water there. Dix Creek Gap is drying up, but if you push around those leaves, you'll still get significant amount of water. Where if you just take a little time, you'll be able to fill up. All right, Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Kawohe Road is closed for the season, and it will reopen April 1st of 2026. US 441 Newfound Gap Road, which was closed for winter weather, is open. And then all trails and shelters are open. Campsites are all open except for number 19. That's only closed for Bear Cable System being down. So when we camp in the Smokies or anywhere, let's remember to leave no trace. Let's bring out what we brought in, and let's properly store and dispose of food and other items with odor and take out everything we've brought in with us. All right, Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now. Talk about some other stuff going on.
Sweet. All right. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right. Good morning, guys. It's 7:37 a.m. on December 6th of 2025, and it certainly is beautiful out, but still a little bit chilly, man. It's 37 degrees,
Yeah,
man.
it's damp too.
Yeah, man, which makes it harder too. The cold is different down here. I'm from the north. She is also, but the cold up north is different. Cold down south, man, for sure. This is it hits different. Anyways, let's start like this. So I got a couple different things I want to talk about today. I wanted to talk a little bit about Charles Hosch and what's going on with his search and rescue mission, which is a search and retrieve mission, I believe now, if anything, man, because it's been several weeks. So if they find him out there, it's going to be retrieving a deceased body, most likely, which is certainly what we don't want to hear.
Right.
But if that is the case, then that's probably going to be the reality of it all. He has a site here. It's the Bring Charles Home, Find Charles Hosch site. And so we're going to go ahead and read off, what they have on there, they've got like a diary or a journal kind of, man, that you can read from and what they've been doing up there.
That's right.
And then we have some people, not inside, it's like cops inside, man, but people that are talking to rescuers and are near them during the day, and coming in to talk and stuff. So anyways, man, we're getting a little bit of information like that and hearing what's up. So we want to talk a little bit about the Bring Charles Hosch home. And then there was a rescue up on Mount Whitney, not a rescue. They want to go up and retrieve a body. Man, this dude has been missing for 3 weeks, and they think that they have, someone has seen the body. They're pretty sure it's him, man. So I'm going to read this article first and then move to Charles. All right. So Mount Whitney hiker missing for 3 weeks, feared dead. This is a young looking kid, man. To celebrate his 21st birthday, Joseph Brambilla set out alone on November 10th to climb Mount Whitney. He had successfully summited Whitney before earlier in the year, but this time winter conditions were setting in. Brambilla didn't return home as planned on November 13th, and after relatives contacted authorities on November 15th, a wide-ranging search began. It involved California Highway Patrol helicopters, multiple search and rescue units, RECO devices, radar-based reflectors used to help locate missing hikers, and cadaver canines. But 3 weeks later, Brambilla is still missing, and the Inyo County Sheriff's Office has received reports from hikers about a body in a remote area below the cables. Below the cables is a short section of steel handrails installed along steep switchbacks just above trail camp. There have been several attempts over multiple days to locate and recover, but the heavy snow from the last 2 storms has made conditions extremely hazardous, Lindsay Stein, Community Relations Liaison with the Sheriff's Office, told SF Gate. The terrain is icy and unstable, and attempting a summit or any search in these conditions is very dangerous. Although responders have not been able to locate the reported body, they believe it to be Brambilla, Stein said. Loved ones are holding out hope that the reports are somehow mistaken and Brambilla might still be alive. Darlene Molina, Brambilla's girlfriend, told SF Gate that he liked to hike alone, tackling sections of the John Muir Trail and trails throughout Yosemite on his own and posting videos about his adventures on YouTube. He loves disconnecting from the world and spending time with himself and nature, Molina said. He's told his friends that he'll turn his phone off during hikes, but is always recording and talking to himself for vlogs. Molina described Brambilla as a prepared hiker, detailing the gear he took with him, like an ice axe, military rations, heavy-duty tent. There's some pictures here, man, that make me think that he was unprepared. And that saying that he's prepared because he has an ice axe and military rations, which I'm going to guess is probably MRIs, and a heavy-duty tent, which I'm thinking probably a heavier, lower-tiered tent is probably like a maybe even a Boy Scout type canvas type tent. Do you know what I'm talking about, man? And I'm not saying that's what he did, but I'm going to say, from his gear and his tent poles and his metal cup hanging off his backpack and stuff, man, I'm having a hard time believing that he was prepared for a hike. I believe he was prepared for a day-ish hike, or more of like a in the park hike. I don't know how to explain it, man, but I'm going to say that this dude was not as prepared as he should have been just by looking at what's going on here, man. All right, so in a Facebook post from the Fowler O. Sullivan Foundation, a nonprofit that assists families of missing hikers, some commenters reported seeing Brambilla and speaking with him during his ascent. Joseph wasn't afraid to turn around if he got to a spot he couldn't handle, Molina said, noting that Brambilla had hiked halfway up Yosemite's famed Half Dome Trail before calling it quits in the past. According to Kathy Tarr, the founder and executive director of the Fowler O. Sullivan Foundation, the Inyo County Sheriff's Office and local search and rescue organizations have done their best to locate Brambilla and identify the body spotted on the mountain. Tarr described multiple attempts to locate the body by helicopter and on-foot searches where responders were within half a football field of finding him, but a snowstorm blew in, and soon after the body was reported and responders were unable to find anything beneath the fresh snow, she said. SAR is looking for a window to return, but there's a possibility they won't be able to recover the body until next summer, Tarr said. There's not much they can do in the winter, unfortunately. You just can't locate something that's been buried under the snow. Tarr believes the unidentified body is Brambilla. When we help search for missing hikers, it's normal for any family to not believe the situation they are in, she said. Every family wants answers but doesn't want the answer at the same time. In my opinion, there's a 99.9% chance that that's Joseph, and that's tough to hear. But if that's not him, we may never get answers. At the Fowler O'Sullivan Foundation, peer support groups are available for those who have lost friends or family while hiking, Tarr said she knows of cases where hikers have been missing for years with no resolution. Similar case involved hiker Taylor Rodriguez, who went missing on Mount Whitney late December 2024 and later found deceased by multi-agency search, like Brambilla Rodriguez was attempting the mountain in winter conditions. I think that search right there was the search team when that guy went off the side of Whitney. They couldn't find him, and there was a search team up there, man. Or, excuse me, a rope team up there, like practicing or something, man. And they found him in like a cave or something on the side of Whitney, man. Or something like that, man. I know, we read that. Yeah, dude. I think that's the one they're talking about. And so we have lots of faith and lots of hope that it's not him, Melina said. The fact that they won't at least continue to look for him while they can't find the body is so frustrating. I want to know that there's someone still looking for him. He could be hurt and lost and alone because people assume this body is his. We feel helpless right now. Understandable.
Yeah, definitely.
But also understandable on the other end of it, also on the other end of the spectrum, because people can't just go up there digging on the side of a mountain to see if it's him or not, man. I mean, most likely it probably is. So it's unfortunate that this stuff happens.
That's right. And that mountain just looks so cold. That picture of it looks so cold and rugged.
Yeah.
Down below.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah. It just looks totally uninviting. You could see where the weather would be really bad.
And I honestly don't believe this dude was prepared. I think he was ill prepared. First of all, he didn't have a tracking device on him. I'm just going to say that right from get-go. I think that should be part of the 10 essentials, man. Honestly, a GPS, SOS beacon, transmitter, transponder, whatever the hell you want to call that thing, man. I think everyone should have one. And this right here would probably not happen so much. I mean, with the popularity, the amount of people that are coming out here that are not experienced or have no experience besides watching a YouTube video or watching their favorite hiker and then coming out here and attempting the same stuff, man, without any experiences, is happening more often than not. And I think everyone should be wearing a GPS transponder, or what is it? A Garmin InReach. Thank you. I think everyone should have something like a Garmin InReach, something similar, whatever brand, but Garmin is the way to go. And so I saw someone actually talking about the Garmin Fenix, the watches, and I believe now the Fenix 8 and the Fenix 7, I can't remember, but I think you need an InReach to work those. But I think there's like a Fenix 9 out now or something, man, that has like, you can put a chip in it or whatever, and it has LTE, whatever, 5G capabilities and stuff, man, I believe. I'm going to do some more studying on it so we can talk more about it. But I know that the Fenix 7, I believe the Fenix 8, you needed the InReach also to use the SOS piece on the watch. So you would have the watch and the InReach. So that's just a heads up. So I don't think you can have the Fenix without the InReach and have an SOS that it doesn't just work by itself, is what I'm trying to say. So, but I saw someone talking about it, man, and I want to go ahead and refresh my memory on that. It used to be pretty up to speed on it, but not lately. So, all right. Let's see. So definitely, I hope they can get up there and retrieve brother dude in his body, man, if that's him. So they said they're 99% sure that it's him, 99.9% sure that it's probably him. So
that's right. Even if it's not, retrieval will give someone closure to know what happened to their loved one.
That's right, dude. That's rough, man. That's definitely rough.
I know I wouldn't be patient, I'd have a hard time being patient if it was somebody I loved and you had to wait through the winter before they could do something. That's a long wait. It
is, dude. It most definitely is. All right, and so let's move on to the Charles Hosch. I am reading from the BringCharlesHome.com site, and they have like a journal or diary or whatever you'd like to call this.
Daily log.
Daily log. And so we're going to read the update on December 5th of 2025. Today, an expert K9 team conducted thorough searches of previously covered areas. These zones have now been cleared, with the dog detecting no trace of Charles. Important information that allows us to focus on resources on other priority areas. Family, including Charles' law partner Kate Morris, who has been part of all search efforts referenced in previous updates as family, maintain ground presence on the trail. From an operational perspective, we had made significant progress in expanding our network of support. Additional search and rescue professional organizations, including a rope rappelling team, have committed to joining our efforts in the coming days, bringing fresh expertise and resources to the mission, as well as tactical ideas. Union County continues to provide advice, support, and discreet teams. Our list of thank yous to them only grows longer. While today's K9 results require us to refine our search focus, the growing coalition of professional teams and the systematic elimination of searched areas represent important steps forward. We remain determined and hopeful as we continue this comprehensive effort. All right, guys, so that's what we have going on for Charles, man. I talked to one of my buddies yesterday. He came over for a little while. We kicked it and shot the shit, man. But, I guess not the balaclava, it was like a lavender or pink buff that he bought that they were not talking about. I guess they are now talking about that he did have this like lavender colored buff on when he was coming down the trail, and the ham radio operator allegedly met up with him and said he was heading down trail, yada yada yada. But I guess he was wearing that buff, so they are talking about that buff. So I know they were not talking about it before, so that's kind of an important piece of information that was kind of held back for a while there, man, that I thought was very strange, actually. And so, but I guess they've been at the shop over there, Mountain Crossings, rolling in through there and grabbing some gear and stuff, and they have not hit on anything out there at all from what we've heard too, man. So there's no trace of anything. And so, but I hope they find something, man. Just something, just to give these guys an answer, man. You know what I mean, bro? Just like the other dude on Whitney, man. You know, that would drive me insane if I were missing Biscuit or Mary or one of my friends, man. You know what I mean, dude? And you didn't know where they were, and they just disappeared, man. Wow, what a trip, man. All right, but that's what we have going on with Charles, man. There's not a whole lot going on, man. I mean, they're up there searching. They've got device sniffers, electronic sniffers, and drones and stuff up there, and yeah, so
canines, obviously they have very good sense of smell, so
that's right, dude.
Hopefully they can pick up something that's out there and get some answers.
Yeah, hopefully, man. All right, guys, that's what we have going on for the area, and then just, around the world, man, just rescues and SARS doing, 2 thumbs up stuff and taking care of people, man. And so, yeah, but today we have a lot of nothing going on. I know I was talking about a couple hikers. One was going to be hiking the Pinhoti this year, man, or in January, and then another one was going to be coming in March, man, that was getting ready to hike in March and needed some answers and stuff, but they both scheduled yesterday. Excuse me, we were able to get them on the schedule, and they're all set up and ready to hike, man, so super awesome there. Mary did go up to Knoxville yesterday and scoop up a rider and get her back to Mabel, North Carolina, and then we ate food and went to bed, man. It's a super long day, kind of.
I didn't get back here till 7.
And what time did you leave at?
I left here at 12.
So Bill came over at like 10, right? Bill came, kicked it for a little while, around 10 o'clock. We shot the shit for a while, and then Mary took off, and then here we are again, man, doing that daily grind. But Yeah, so today we don't have much going on, but if anyone needs anything at all, we're here. But let's end it here. Do you have anything you want to
Well,
add?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go down to Home Depot today, pick out our shop
Oh,
color.
yeah, that's right,
I want to
dude.
get
Yeah.
down in there and do some sanding, and
Yeah.
now that there's a step ladder, I can reach up higher ends and
Mm.
get those areas and have it all prepped and ready for the new year and open up and be excited.
Yeah, I gotta get so I just put a sliding door on our office, man, which we may be changing, but for right now, man, I gotta frame it out and get it looking right, get it ready for this year,
That's
get all the
right.
border on and paint it up and get what we're gonna do done. So it's ready by
In January, February.
yeah, mid-February. So we're not rushing anything. You know what I mean, man? So I've been resting since July. So yeah, so just a little bit longer, man. We're gonna blast off in 2026,
right.
man.
That's
It's gonna be wild, man. And then the team that we have, I believe, is what we've been looking for years. So anyways.
And before you finish, I was looking at some numbers. You know how I always
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
follow the
What we got going on this
registrations.
year?
Well, right now, as of this morning, when I looked,
Mm-hmm.
there's 696 people registered to go northbound.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
18 flip-floppers and one southbounder.
All right,
So,
sweet.
People
So-
are definitely registering and getting ready to come out and hit the trail.
That's interesting. You know what's kind of funny that you say that, man? And I just saw an article. I apologize, guys. I just saw an article on that I passed by on the internet from the Trek. Fewer people through hike the AT in 2025. Is the trail's popularity on a decline? What really is weird, man, is that people isolate the through hikers from hikers, period. And it's not that the trail is on a decline for hikers, man. I don't know why they do this stuff, man.
That's right.
It's kind of it's weird that they do, man. It's not on a decline. It's just leveled out. In 2020, when COVID hit, it changed what happened out here for with people in the health trend, and so Mary and I have been doing this for a decade now. A lot of people know us well, and some just coming in and probably don't know what we've done out here, but we've been out here for a minute doing this hardcore. Like, we do this year round, and we have it would be 10 years this year that we've been assisting people. This will be our 10th year
That's right.
of assisting hikers, through hikers, working straight through the season. And having multiple drivers. We got a couple million miles worth of schedulings out here and rides, man. So watching the Trek say this stuff, I don't know if it's to get people to read their shit or not, man, but it's definitely changed, as in, when 2020 hit, the COVID hit, the health trend hit, it spiked. We saw a spike in the through hike season because the people in 2020 didn't come. Their hikes were canceled. In 2021, the 2021 crowd came, and who dared to come out here, but still the 2020 crowd and part of the 2021 crowd didn't come out here. In 2022, you started to see a huge boost. That year was huge for everyone. And so then 2023 hit, we still had a big year, but 2024 felt more like a normal year, but still with growth. And then 2025, it's still been a normal year with growth. So to see the Trek say something like this, I haven't read the article, but I'm sure, I'm just going to assume what they're saying because they're just about views. We're about reality. So I don't think at all that the count's gone down. It's just a different type of it's leveled out, and it's just a different feel, man. It's changed out here, and so it's gonna happen anyways. Everything changes. It's part of it's just part of what it is. Anyways, I'm not going to talk too much about this today because we're already 25 minutes into our video, and by the time I'm done editing it and stuff, man, it'll be 26 minutes because I add stuff, because I don't edit anything else out, man. So I just add stuff to it, like an end and a beginning. So that being said, I want to talk about this because I want to tell our opinion, and our opinion is from our experience out here and being involved in the hiker communities.
That's right.
And taking care of hikers on a daily, and not just from who signs a piece of paper, man. This is what we see. And so, anyways, that all being said, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, I'm good, thank you.
All right, sweet, yeah. We'll keep everyone up to speed on our painting and stuff. There'll
That's
be
right.
videos,
That's
man.
right.
So, all right, thank you guys for watching and supporting Mary and I and our team on our journey. One love, kids, peace.
The wheel is turning and can't slow down.